we're doing all the right things, but it just seems like year after year we just I've just had some crazy things happen. You know, I can recall Martinsville, a year that, man, we're just really, really strong. We had a short in the dash somewhere. Car just kept cutting off out of nowhere. I know that it stalled under caution many times because the motor would cut out, and we'd drive back to the front. I mean, back to the lead, not just the front, to the lead. And then finally it shorted out and ended our day. I had a roof hatch fall off, Talladega. I mean, I've seen it all. I got Hail Meloned last year. Like,
happy anniversary.
Yeah, I saw that. You know, I'm going to just keep trying. I'm not going to let anything get me down on it. I mean, I feel like I'm putting my best effort forward every single week. I feel as good about our chances every single week as I've ever been. I do. I feel like every single week we can win. Not many teams can say that. And we show up. Now, things don't always work our way, and results have shown that it's surely not been in our favor as much as it's been against us, but we're going to keep spinning that wheel of luck, and hopefully it comes our way sometime. And was this a luck thing, or was it a mechanical, something that we controlled? Or maybe is it something I could have controlled? We don't know. But certainly, yeah, I've seen it all, and it's hard to not get emotional about it because this is my life's work. This is what I push every year to try to do and accomplish. But man, just can't seem to get the right breaks at the right time, or just not have bad things happen at the most inopportune time.
You gotta maybe a silver lining here, but the storybook for the way this season could end is written pretty well. The 11 car would have
wins
to go
the last two races.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm just saying the opportunities there. The book is.
Do you think we're capable?
I think you're capable, but I think it's obviously an uphill battle.
Oh, I agree with you. I think winning one race is an uphill battle, but if I certainly believe that we can win this weekend. I believe we can win next weekend after that. But there's a lot of factors in it. We talk about them every single week, but I certainly know that we're going to my best track. We've been behind the 8 ball before, and we usually we show up in these situations and we put our best effort forward. So I certainly feel like there's heavy motivation coming this week.
Can we get like a headline quote or something?
You're trying to take an off the record statement and putting it on the record.
I'm not going to confirm or deny.
I don't need to give any more bulletin board material. We know what we're capable of. We're going to go do it.
You're not the only one who had the worst possible thing happen to you at the worst possible time, but Martin Truex Jr. also blew up on Sunday and is now in the exact same situation that you're in.
I see that. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure it out because as I was sitting in my pit stall, shutting my car off, letting the window net down, I see the 19 going down the pit road. And I'm thinking, are they topping off for fuel? Or like I didn't know what was going on. And yeah, they blew up. That was unfortunate. Don't know what caused that. I know there was a lot of shifting going on all day. Was there an over rev, or did something just break? Don't know, so it's hard for me to say. But certainly that's unfortunate for them. They're in a position like us where they need to go out there and put their best effort on the racetrack. And I again, as confident as I am in us, I'm that confident in them as well. They perform really well at Martinsville, especially over the last 5 years. It's probably going to be hard to find anyone that's been as consistent or as good as the 19.
Another year Joe Gibbs Racing puts a car in the championship four. I think I saw a graphic this afternoon since this format was introduced, or the Final Four format. Joe Gibbs Racing has had a car in the championship four.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's 2 years in a row that Christopher Bell's been wins while he's been below the cut line. Different circumstances for both. The Roval, that win kind of came out of the blue. Well, that was the round before. And then Martinsville had some circumstances where he was able to get that win. And then this week, same thing. He just he showed up at the right time and won the race. And so you got to give tons of credit to Adam and Christopher for staying in it, because this is a race certainly that they could have let get out of hand early. I noticed pretty early in the day that they weren't very strong.
They didn't run a green flag lap in the top 5 until lap 221.
And won the race. I mean, that's hard to do. Now, to do that, you're going to need things to fall your way, but it only takes one caution, a defining moment of like, we just passed 8 cars for free. That can turn your race from one end to the other. And for some people, it turned it the other way, right? Yeah. But he got the opportunity and then he seized the opportunity. So you got to give him credit as a driver for then getting up on the wheel and not taking the, hey, we're going to get out of here in a good points position. We've turned our day around. We're still in it for Martinsville. He's taken the day and he took it and went to, okay, now I'm going to go win. Mm-hmm. Like, he took it and he passed for the lead, right? Which is something that had been hard and we didn't see a whole lot of all day. So credit to them for making their car tremendously better as the day went on and seizing that opportunity. They've done it now 2 years in a row and are at least going to be the one car represented by Joe Gibbs Racing at Phoenix.
Looking at these playoff standings, we've got Kyle Larson locked in. You've got Christopher Bell now locked in. William Byron is 30 above the cut line. Ryan Blaney is 10 above the cut line. Tyler Reddick is 10 below the cut line. You and Truex are both 17 below the cut line, and then Buescher is in a must-win situation. He's 43 back.
Yeah, that was a bad race for Buescher. They just did not run well, which is interesting. The 6 did run well. 6 has been up front for the last couple weeks that the 17 has not been. So not sure what's going on there, but yeah, Buescher's going to need to win. Certainly that's going to be a tall task. I don't even recall a Martinsville race that he's been kind of in the picture, but you just never know, right? I mean, they did win Richmond though, so there's hope. I think that that's probably going to be the rallying cry for the team, is that, short tracks has been pretty good to us. So they'll have a chance for sure. Me and Truex. All right, so
Do you think you're in a must-win situation?
No.
No.
I'm not, but I guarantee you I will be on kill right from the get-go and treat it as a must-win. No, the Truex, Hamlin, Reddick, do they must win? No. Will they need to win? Likely. So you probably have to treat it that way.
Yeah, I think Reddick's in a different situation than you and Truex, but
yeah, if Reddick, I think about this. I mean, you got to think about, well, who's he going against, right? It's not going to be Byron. Byron just needs to keep his car on track all day. He's fine. Blaney needs to run up front. If he doesn't run up front, he opens up the door for everyone. I mean, everyone. So, me, Truex, Reddick, if we're running up front and Blaney runs 6th and 6th in the first 2 stages, it's where it starts getting tight. You start getting a little tight and start thinking about the result. So we'll just see how it goes. We just plan on qualifying on the pole, leading every lap, and calling it a day.
yeah, sounds doable.
Yeah, totally.